Welcome to Wilson Tool. We are the world's largest independent manufacturer of tooling for sheet metal fabricators around the world. Our tooling is used to manufacture products in industries such as automotive and aerospace, military, agricultural equipment, HVAC, household and commercial appliance, food and beverage, and more. Wilson Tool was founded by Ken and Ruth Wilson on June 2, 1966, in a basement shop in St. Paul, Minnesota.
You know, everybody who was a tradesman that lived in our neighborhood, I just happened to be a tool maker, and there were plumbers, there were electricians, there were cement people. They all went business for themselves. And so at that time, that was a thing to do. Well, because I was a tool maker, and as a tool maker, we were a very independent group. And I had served an apprenticeship, had worked in job shops. I don't know, it was just, you had that desire you could do anything, and building things was a tool maker's love, and manufacturing. So, you know, just one of the fellows at the shop where I worked at, Minnesota Plastics, wanted to go into business, and there was a big group of tool makers in there, and no one else would go with him. So I was the only one. But that didn't last long. It only lasted 2 years. And then we broke up, and I took the money and went home, and I had a very large family at that time. And I was going to take the summer off, but before the summer ended, I made a decision that he was wrong and I was right. I went back into business for myself.
Ken's natural business sense and drive to innovate helped pave the way for WT's exponential growth over the next few decades. By 1978, the Wilson Tool Company had outgrown the basement shop in St. Paul and had moved to rural White Bear Lake, Minnesota, where there would be endless room to expand. After numerous additions, Wilson Tool's headquarters now stands at 330,000 square feet of manufacturing space, including a research and development wing, business offices, an international sales desk, and an employee wellness center. By 1984, the Wilson Tool Company changed its name to Wilson Tool International, and shortly thereafter acquired Punch Press Tooling in Swindon, England, now called Wilson Tool Limited. Over the next 30 years, Wilson expanded globally to include sales offices or plants in Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, England, Denmark, Germany, France, Italy, and China.
My name's Colin Blackwell. I'm Managing Director of European Operations for Wilson Tools. The main challenges, if we think back to the early days, has always been the same challenges as much they are today. Where is local currencies and local languages. Every customer prefers to be interviewed and spoken to in their own language and invoiced in the currency of their choice. I've been extremely proud to be part of Wilson Tools. We've seen it grow from, I think the original was 2 employees in Europe, and we've grown it to, I believe there's 198 employees now. And we are always proud of the Wilson Tool Blue, the Wilson Tool name, and I think it carries a lot of global strength. And it's made our job easier and easier as we've gone along, as the company has grown.
Innovation is a term that has become synonymous with the Wilson Tool name. Ken's first invention, the locking vise with true and square jaws, was developed in 1969. Soon afterward came the first computer grinder, the first shimless punch assembly, Series 80, the first punch press tooling with interchangeable punch tips, EXP, and forming tools that rolled on rather than penetrating the sheet. As of 2016, Wilson Tool has been granted 56 U.S. patents. While Wilson Tool started making punches and dies for the punching industry in the 1990s, they expanded into tooling for the bending and stamping industries. Wilson now offers the most comprehensive line of press brake tooling in the world and revolutionized press brake machine setup with the express clamping system. For the stamping industry, AccuLock retainer inserts were a time-saving innovation for stamping operations. While being founded on ingenuity in products, over time, Wilson became a leader in areas such as lean manufacturing processes and application training. The 2000s saw Wilson Tool emerging as an industry thought leader, and they began to offer up their industry knowledge to customers in lean training seminars, fabrication forums, and ultimately digital webinars. These learning opportunities offered Wilson customers a viewpoint into our accumulated decades of expertise in toolmaking and manufacturing. Wilson's attention to the needs of the customer has always been a core value of the company. Our mission statement reads, to deliver exceptional customer service along with the most reliable and innovative products and solutions so our customers can be more successful. And according to Ken Wilson, it's the employees that have always been at the heart of Wilson's success. In 1995, he wrote, "Although we ultimately owe our success to our customers, we could not have become the world's largest independent tooling manufacturer without the commitment of dedicated Wilson Tool employees. I'm very proud of the fact that Wilson Tool is a family-oriented company. Each individual is a member of the family and deserves to be treated with the same dignity and respect afforded our customers."
We didn't take a payroll for 6 months, I guess, when we first went in business. Employees were more important than, we just made ends meet. We took some money out of the church envelope and put it in the other envelopes. But employees meant everything to me. Always did, right from day one.
For 50 years, Wilson Tool has valued growth, innovation, and the people that moved it forward. Though we've come a long way in half a century, we've stayed true to our founding principles, and we plan to do so for the next 50 years.